Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that?
Did you guys go to work with your parents when you might have had a day off?
Unfortunately, I did, yes. So Dad was a Sparky and he worked for a major corporation, but he had to go into some huge warehouses and there was some horrible conditions, and I'd have to sit next to Dad while he was just twiddling away with wires.
Okay. Hold the ladder, maybe,
worst.
up in the ceiling. They're just ripping off the pensioners. And
Well, he wanted me to be a Sparky and take over from the family business, Fitzy's Electrical, where he'd rip off pensioners. And I said, Dad, I like elderly people. I can't do that.
There's nothing wrong with them.
You know what? I know you're installing ceiling fans, but mate, they can't catch on fire after 3 or 4 years, and you think you can get away with it?
Yeah, and clean up your mess too when the job's finished. I mean, you're at the cop shop at Steve, weren't you?
Sometimes, when I would get off the train, I would go into Campbelltown Police Station down there on Queen Street and go up to the counter, talk to Dad. Is my dad here? And then,
G'day, guys.
when I didn't speak like that.
That
and
is
my
exciting, Kate. That's so exciting.
Really?
Yeah.
For sure.
And then
Did you hold a gun?
No.
Ah, damn.
Never. And then my mum worked for a doctor directly. If you walked out of our driveway on Chamberlain Street and across the road and into the driveway that was opposite, that was the house that Mum worked at, the doctor's surgery.
What a great get for her.
If we was Dr. David Rail, the neurologist,
Railsy.
and
Dr. Rail.
So
Yeah, off the rail.
if we stayed home, we wouldn't have to go to work with Mum. We could just stay in our bed, and she'd wander over and check on us.
From the cop shop to the doctor's rooms. That is great. This ties in beautifully because this guy has taken his son to work. Although he's an emergency doctor, Kate Ritchie, so he's in ER. And he's been fired as a surgeon, unfortunately, because you would think the ER emergency surgeons, the good ones, would be hard to find. A lot of training required, a lot of pressure, a lot of experience. The thing was, he brought his 13-year-old son to work because he was having a day off school. And when a guy came in from a forestry accident, he was hit on the noggin and he had some swelling on the brain, so obviously they needed to drill through the skull to release the pressure. He said to his 13-year-old, you jump on the drill. No, Barry, you can do it, mate. Have a crack at it.
How exciting for the kid. That's amazing.
Where's
The
this?
13-year-old drilled a hole in the patient's skull
Thailand?
in Austria, during the emergency operation. Isn't that extraordinary?
I mean, great show and tell.
Yeah.
Next show and tell that you have at school, how good is that?
What'd you do?
This is me helping Dad out at work.
I guess you've got to do it the first time, don't you?
When you're a doctor, yeah. Yeah, not as a 13-year-old. It's not like, hang on, take the training wheels off. I think I can ride it, Dad.
I've got a mate who's a surgeon. He takes my calls during surgery.
That's weird, isn't it?
What?
No. Yeah, he goes, Fitz, can't talk at the moment. I'm mid-surgery, but I'll give you a call when I'm done.
And you can just hear them chopping through a leg or the beeping.
What kind of surgery is he doing?
There's music. They have. He has a bit of rock music in the background. It's like a party atmosphere in there with everyone around him.
That's the thing. The minute you're put to sleep, what really goes on?
Oh, I know.
All right, he's out, guys. Kick it into gear.
You wouldn't know, would you?
Let's drill his brain.
Horror stories.
Do you know what scares me?
What really happens on the operating table?
And I haven't, Well, I've had it done, but I don't want anybody to be listening right now. I'm going to get their wisdom teeth out. But
oh, no, my sister's about to have that
is she back?
Yeah, on Monday.
Oh, my God. Just the idea. I mean, you can have a general, but you can have a local as well, depending on what you want. But the general, I believe, if there's a tough one to get out, they're up on your chest, pliers in hand.
Knees. They knee in your chest. That's why I went local as well, because I got told the same thing. Local, at least they have to be on the ball because you're with it. You're watching the whole thing. They're not going to stick their knee into your chest to get your tooth out.
Mine was the most painful thing I've ever had done, Beck, because they opened up and kept bleeding. So I had to go back without anaesthetic. I had to go back into the hospital 2 days later, and they were grinding the blood vessels on my jawbone where they'd removed the teeth to stop the bleeding.
There was a couple of pieces of porterhouse in there as well, unfortunately. They told you not to eat.
They found 3 pork buns, set of car keys, TV
I had a
remote.
local for the vasectomy as well.
Did you?
Which I was told as well, go local, because then he's they've got to do the right thing. Once you're out, you don't know what's happening.
What are they
Wouldn't
going to
you
do?
rather just be like, see you later?
Ignorance is bliss. What are they going to do down there that could be, oh, get a photo, it's Frozzy.
No, I
Hey, look, this is
don't-
me with Frozzy's piece.
Oh, what do you mean?
I don't think
You
a
can't
doctor.
detach it and
I don't
hold
know
it.
if that's an Instagram account that people would like. Would they?
Oh,
Yeah.
people love it. People are mad for
yeah.
crazy things.
V-pics, like vasectomy pics.
Oh,
Mate, the Marley Dale would do a big
Wouldn't they?
clickbait on that, wouldn't they?
Yeah, do you recognise this celebrity body part?
Fitzy's piece doesn't look like this anymore.
Remember it from the Big Brother house? Have a look now. Okay. What went wrong when you went to work with your mum or dad?
Mark and Holsworthy going in and working with the oldies. What happened, Mark?
Well, this is about 60-odd years ago, and you've got to remember it's before computers, mate.
Yeah.
And to get documents to and from offices, you had to put them on a conveyor belt. And, of course, I thought, oh, well, I'll go and have a look at this conveyor belt. And I thought, oh, that's interesting how the conveyor belt goes down into that machinery. And so I sort of put my fingers into the bit.
Oh, funny is it, Mark?
Got the spin chewed off a bit, but however, hey, what's the name of that surgeon that you had previously? You might be able to put me in touch with him.
Oh, my God. So you lost some skin off the digits, Mark?
Yeah, but it's all right. It's okay. I can still do things, type all that. Yeah, but
There
I
wouldn't
thought I was real cool doing it. But
there wouldn't have been a
at the
guard
time-
on the machine or anything, Mark.
A what?
yeah.
Speaking another language.
60 years ago.
Mum worked at a dental surgery, and when faxes came out, Kate, I got obsessed going into work with Mum one day, and I was just sending faxes to random people. I actually did. I sent a fax into Triple M and I got them to play Counting Crows and it worked.
Okay. Send your fax through now. We'll play it in 3 weeks' time.
I couldn't get my head around the
Fax
facts.
machine, clever, wasn't it?
Oh, wow. How did
Very
that get
clever.
over there?
So good. Dane in Camden. What happened when the kids came to work, Dane?
It actually wasn't me. It was my boss. He brought his son into work, and I think his son was maybe 6 or 7, still a little bit too young to be left alone in the office. So
Yeah.
he would always have to follow his dad around the office. And it was a Thursday morning, and the boss got called into a meeting with HR, and he ended up getting sacked with his son in the room. And yeah, my boss, or my old boss, broke down, and his son was so confused, and they all came out of the meeting, and it was the most awkwardest situation. That the boy was packing up his crayons, and his dad was packing up his desk, and yeah.
All the days.
You'd have to pick a different day, wouldn't you? You wouldn't do it on the day that your kid's in there.
Yeah, it's like one of those killings where they go, not in front of my son. Hey, guys, not in front of me, son.
Son, block your ears.
Oh, block your ears.
Oh,
I'm about
Dane
to have
loved it.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Here's an interesting idea, and I reckon this is right up your alley, Kate Ritchie.
Oh.
Japan have come up with a great idea to help their rural areas and boost population. Women are being paid to move to the country and find a gent.
They
For four...
They should do a television show on this. It would be very successful.
I don't think you could possibly come up with any idea like that,
Oh,
Brian
my
Jones.
goodness. Keep going.
For
Keep
4,000
going. I'm loving all of this.
$4,140. They will organise,
How
they will
much?
pay you that $4,140.
Not enough.
They
not
will
enough.
pay you to move to the country where they will organise a gent.
They will.
Yeah.
Can you choose from a few?
They will have...
I mean, do they just pick one?
They're
not
organising 10 at the local pub.
Great.
You walk in and go, no, because of the obvious.
Why?
Or the bad dress sense, bad teeth, when you look at some of them and go, forget about it. And then there'll be a handsome gent in a check shirt tucked into his jeans with his boots on, sort of lounging on the bar with a beer in his hand, and he'll look at you and you look at him and you'll think,
I'll go, I
oh,
knew you were trouble when you walked in.
So when do you get the money? Let's say Kate rocks up to the Mudgee Hotel.
Okay.
It's your shout. You've got the
Mudgee. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mudgee Hotel. There's 10 blokes in there. Oh, yeah.
Hello.
It's bloody Kate
G'day.
Ritchie. Yeah, you going, all right?
I'm Trevor.
I've got a I grow grapes.
No.
I've got a bit of wine out there as well.
No.
All right, you go on to the next one, and then when you pick one and go, yeah, I really like Steve. He
Steve, who
grows up-
has the cattle station,
Yeah, I've got a cattle station.
worth $1 billion.
And on the weekend, I've got a couple of dogs that fight quietly on the side.
When do you get the check, Whip? Does she get paid on the way out of the Mudgee Hotel, or
Well,
is it on the way to the farm?
I
or-
would assume, like any job being done, there would be some sort of part payment process. So you might receive to $2,000
On arrival.
when you sign up. Yep. So on agreements, and then once
Can you
actually,
keep that if you go home without a man?
I'm not sure you can.
Okay.
So then once you start kissing Trevor at the bar, that's when they pay you the other $2,000.
On the first day?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought so.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I jumped to conclusions.
There would have to be evidence of you on the farm feeding
Yes,
chickens.
we
or
will
something
need that
like
as well.
You-
Yeah, I can do that.
Feeding the-
Feeding the chooks.
So we're going to
That's
need,
not my job, mate.
we're going to need you in the paddock, Kate.
wow, she's got a big backhoe there. Okay, she's on the.
you
She's
call
on
me?
the. No.
Hang on a minute, mate. She's just arrived on the farm.
Woo up. It's very early, Fitz.
Haven't even driven into
You
town.
get paid extra for that shot.
I went to an ag school. I have skills.
Yes.
I have farming skills.
You can turn up and go, only if you've got a good veggie patch.
Is
What's
that
the,
code for something?
Nope.
Oh.
what's the most vital thing that you learn at ag school?
Yeah, what did
that
you
could,
learn?
that you could bring to a farm?
I've heard so much about ag school, and I don't even know what you did.
Do you know that AG stands for
Agricultural,
agriculture? Good.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. I can pregnancy test cows.
Wow. Be careful what you say. You just played soccer.
Did you put your arm all the way up there?
Yes, with the glove on, and then you do a sweeping motion like this. You put the glove on, and then you sweep.
Circular motion.
And you try and find the reproduction,
There's another $1,000
We're going
coming
to need a photo of that.
the reproductive organs, and you feel it, and the consistency of whether I think it's the ovaries or the whatever it is in there will indicate whether the cow is impregnated. I can also castrate.
We know that.
That was after school. That was in my 20s.
That's when I got into radio. Tommy, go and get a cow.
Yeah.
We need to check, Tom.
No.
Get a cow.
I can feel another one on the way.
No, wait up.
Fitz
We
is
don't
lined
need
up.
it. We don't need a cow. Tom, can you just touch your toes?
Coming up after 8 o'clock.
Can you do a pregnancy test and castration at the same time?
Bring in the gloves.
Tommy!
Thank you, Kate.
Oh, wow.
Buy me a drink first.
Tommy.
Part payment in that as well, Tom.
Now, this is what farmer wants a wife needs.
No.
This is the
I would love
extra
to go on
elements.
that.
Say that again.
Sorry, I didn't say that. I said that about soccer, and look what happened.
Tommy, we got a lot on now,
Oh,
mate.
man.
The week just got really
Yeah,
busy.
that's like-
You're going to need a cow
Bring in the Herefords.
and a country boy.
And the contact for the owner of the Mudgee Hotel.
Problem is, we don't have the 4K. I'm sorry, your hand's up a cow.
The Fitz and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Okay, so the slang words that kids are using at the moment, and I've got no idea what's going on. My boys are out of control with it, and I'm very confused, but there is a local primary school that has put up a list of banned words in the hallway for the kids to see. A lot of people are trying to decipher the meanings of these words. I'm going to get some help from my boys. I asked them last night, but some of these words are skibbity.
Yep.
Sigma, Riz. We've spoken about Riz before.
Yep.
Riz is the one that I think that's when you're actually courting someone, or it's
No,
when
you've got charisma.
Yeah.
Is that what Riz is?
Yeah. But what
Right.
I'm very interested to hear about this skibbity, because
Skibbity's big.
when I was on set yesterday, there was a young boy that we're working with, and it was all he was saying. And
Skibbity.
I just didn't have time to get the definition.
So I'm going to hear from Lenny and Huey in a sec. We've got bussin'. Let him cook. I don't know what's going on here. So I got the boys in last night, and they didn't know I was recording them, but they gave me the meanings for these words.
Explain to me what these mean. What's skibbity?
It's like toilet, yeah.
It's in the toilet?
This is like brain rot, Dad.
What's sigma?
Someone that's cool.
Someone who's cool is sigma?
You know what Riz means?
Riz is when Daddy says to Mummy, that was beautiful just like you?
Yeah.
Okay. Mewing. What's mewing?
It's very good like that, like the jawline.
So you're like a model?
Yeah.
Similar? Gyat? Gyat? What's gyat?
It's bum.
Oh, it's your bum. Gyat.
Yeah, it's...
Bussin? What's bussin?
Whoa.
Bussin.
Bussin. What's bussin?
Like something good.
Something. Oh, that's bussin. Let him cook? What's let him cook?
Let him do it like himself, kind of.
Right, let him cook. So what if I said, yo, that boy in the toilet is skibbity and he was talking Riz, man, because he's bussin', man. Let him cook, bro. Let him go. What would that mean?
You'd get stabbed. It's like brain. I would stab you.
I would stab you, especially if you said it in front of my mates.
Oh, yeah, what a cool dad you are, Fitz. They went to bed last night thinking, we have the coolest dad in Australia.
I had to explain yesterday, Fitz, that there was a Mitsubishi called a Sigma. It was a Sigma, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was a Sigma.
My boyfriend, Big Bad Shano, had a red Sigma and he used to pick me up and we'd go down the burn
he was ahead
and
of his time.
play pool at the RSL there.
That's Sigma.
It was cool.
Skibbity Sigma.
Who's coming up with these words?
YouTube.
I know. Skibbity, Skibbity was YouTube.
So what is skibbity again? Because I'm going to need to know that today. So that's not good. That is
It's a head
skibbity.
that's coming out of a toilet. Some viral meme that's gone crazy.
Yeah,
Kate.
skibbity toilet.
It's sort of like a crazy frog thing, isn't it? Is there anything in the system for skibbity?
Did you say
at all,
Did you
Jess?
say in the system?
Did you say this was mewling, the one where you do the jawline?
Yes.
Fits? Is that
Yes.
mewling? Because that's massive in our house.
What do you do?
So
How do
if
you
I
do
go,
it?
you kind of put your finger to your lips, but you put your jaw out, and then you meant to suck your cheeks in slightly.
And that's like a model look, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Mewling.
Yeah.
But how do you
mean?
use it in a sentence?
It's like if Ted wins Uno, then he'll jump up and he'll do a celebration and he'll do a mewling.
Oh, because mewling, that was when Tommy got arrested with that donkey. I thought that was mewling.
No, it was when he had the drug strapped to his guts. That's when he was busted. That was the mule.
We've got some skibbity audio
do
here,
we?
I believe.
Yeah, this says skibbity toilet YouTube video. Haven't checked it.
What the heck is going on
I think that's the meme it's come from, and now they use it as like a positive word.
Okay.
Oh, it's mewing, by the way.
Yeah, no, well.
I still don't know how to use it. What am I saying? What do
Our
I
kids
say?
have no chance in the future.
You
They
said
have
that-
no chance.
That was skibbity.
Which
And then
is
you hit
what?
the gritty.
Or you hit the grid, yeah, man. That's when you do the gritty for the gridiron dance.
Skibbity can just mean good or best.
So if I say, oh, there's this coffee, it's
Yeah.
skibbity coffee.
I reckon don't say it.
Fitz in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.